is Friday morning. It is, I want to say, I don't remember the date. I think it's the 7th of November. That sounds right. Anyways, I'm starting this off a little bit early today because I think there may be a lot to talk about. And so hang in there with me, because I think this is an important subject that all of us need to know. And I'm still learning like everyone else. And I'm understanding this a little bit more year by year as I go through it. And I would like you guys to understand it before you get too far in it as well. So, I would like to talk about seed collection and possibly get as far as doing your seedlings and all of that fun stuff. So, before we moved out here, I started collecting seeds. I mean, I've always had gardens, so I've done seeds a lot. In fact, I used to do seeds more so than ever buy plants, because for some reason I could never get my plants to produce. And when you buy plants from nurseries, department stores, wherever you buy them, they actually have chemical genetics, pesticides, and chemically induced growing techniques and stuff like that. So, to get things more organic, I started with seeds. Now, the seeds you buy at the store can be that way as well. But if you buy from reputable sources, and I highly recommend Bear Mountain Seed Company. Shout out to Carissa, because they are amazing. I love their seeds. I don't buy anything else but their seeds. I have bought from others, thinking I would kind of try and see what was out there. And I got duds. And I'm not even going to mention their names, because I got duds. Simple as that. But Carissa's seeds at Bear Mountain Seed Company are heirloom seeds, and they are absolutely the best. They sprout every time. I don't have any issues with them. My birdhouse gourds this year were amazing. I have so many, and I'm not even sure how to harvest those. See, this is where my point is going. So, get excited, buy your seeds, but, and here comes the but, don't go all hog wild and get all kinds of seeds because they look cool, or, oh, I have always wanted to do this, and I want to try this, and we need to collect as much vegetables as we can, which is true. But there's another but. Get the seeds you're going to eat. Don't get them and let them go bad. I went hog wild. I bought huge giant seed packets with everything in it. I don't like okra. I don't like cauliflower. Dodge does not like zucchini. You plant one zucchini plant and you're going to get 27 a day. I'm the only one that will eat it. So be prepared, because you're going to get overwhelmed with vegetables that you're not going to eat. I got every kind of pepper plant this year. And yes, I did do plants this year. And this is where I'm learning my lesson. I did do plants. And I probably will continue to do some plants, because there's some things that I cannot get to grow. I can't get them to grow from seedlings. So I got every single pepper plant that exists. Did we eat them? No, they went bad. Did I freeze some? Yes, I did freeze some. Have we been using them a little bit sparingly? Yes. But, oh, dude, come around that corner going 100 miles an hour. Do not, and I stress this wholeheartedly, guys, because I don't want you to get out there and get, you know, you're growing on and have this fantastic, huge garden and then get overwhelmed and all your stuff go to waste. Hence, this year for me. Tomatoes to me are never a waste. If you like tomatoes, I focus 90% of our meals around raw tomatoes. I don't like cooked tomatoes, but Dodge does, and we can make tomato sauce. We can do spaghetti sauce. We can do, you know, stewed tomatoes. We can do tons of stuff. Tomatoes to me are never a waste. And this year I had a ton, and I grew both from plant and seed. My cherry tomatoes were from seed, and they were absolutely incredible, and they were my little snacky poos while I was gardening, because they never made it out of the garden. Let's be honest, they never will. But cucumbers are a big deal for us, because I make refrigerator pickles, which doesn't take a lot of time and effort, guys. And if you love pickles and you want cheap, easy recipe to make those pickles and grow your own cucumbers without having to can a whole bunch and crazy, do refrigerator pickles. They're incredible. They are fun. And I give them away to people because they love them. So that's been a big bonus for us, and we get cucumbers like crazy. Not this year, but last year I had so many cucumbers that like our plants just wouldn't quit. Please, guys, I'm sorry. Our plants just wouldn't stop. Like, yeah, even after the first freeze, we had cucumbers like crazy. Not so much this year, but I didn't plant as many this year, and I also did not from seed, I did plants. So my suggestion is do seeds, start them early, research how to do your seeds, because some of them can do well with cold stratification, and that's where you freeze them in your freezer for a certain amount of time, and then you bring them out and let them sprout. Research that, because it's actually really quite cool. Lavender needs that. And grow the seeds that you're going to use. I have never had a lot of the squashes that I bought. So I have a ton of seeds that I've not ever put in the ground, because honestly, I don't know if I'll ever eat them. But I think it's important for you to know that seeds are important to us. They can be shared with others. They can be traded for, you know, you have jalapeno and I have tomato, and we can trade. That's a bartering system. You know, your seeds are an important part of homesteading. One of the most important parts. They're not extremely expensive. I know Bear Mountain is not extremely expensive. They're actually quite economical. They're heirloom seeds, which means that they have years and years of growth. I don't know the technical term of that, but it means that they have been growing plants for years from those seeds. They're not biogenetically induced. And there's other companies that do that, but there's also other companies that crossbreed seeds. And if you love that stuff, do it. If you don't love that stuff, don't do it, because you'll put a lot of time and effort, energy into something that's going to do you no good. And if you're not going to eat it, then don't do it. I also, when I did it, I had seeds coming out my ears, and I threw them all in a big box. And then I had to go back and see what I had, because honestly, I didn't know. I just kept buying seeds. And I still have a ton. A lot of them were stolen. A big, huge box was stolen. But I still have a lot. And I started doing, you know, the baseball card holders, the 3x5 plastic containers, or plastic page thingerbobbers. I put those all in a book, and I put my seeds in them. And so now I have a catalog of seeds, which has helped extremely. And I did some just for Bear Mountain seeds, and then I did some for like my off-brands, you know, if I picked some up at the grocery store, or I bought some online. And you can get like big bundles of seeds, like survival packets and all of that. But honestly, they're going to put stuff in there you're not going to eat. Dodge and I are never going to eat kale. We like iceberg lettuce, and that's what we're going to, you know, that's what we're going to put in the ground. And I know you can grow some of this stuff and share it with friends, but let's be honest. Are you going to? Or are you going to be overwhelmed with things that you won't eat? And I'm only saying this from experience, guys. You're going to be overwhelmed with things that you aren't going to eat, and that's going to attract bugs to the rest of your garden, and then there goes your garden. So, check out Bear Mountain Seed Company. They're amazing. Buy your seeds. I strongly suggest doing the seeds that you use on like a daily basis, and then stretch out from there if you would like to. expert. I am a homesteader that has learned the hard way, and I'm still learning every day. Now, I'll probably branch out and do more, like squashes that I don't know, that I haven't tried, and maybe, you know, we can expand as we go. But if you condense your stuff into important things that you're going to use, you're going to save money, time, energy, and you're going to be happier with your result. Gardens are so important, guys, and especially this day and age. It's so important, and I don't want to do chemicals on my garden to get rid of the bugs, so I need people's help on that. Some of my little plants didn't even make it because I put them in the ground and the bugs got them. The seedlings, you know, follow your instructions. I start mine in milk jugs that I cut in half. Well, I don't cut them all in half. I cut them open so they bend back in half, and then I duct tape them closed after I put my seeds in, and that starts as kind of a terrarium for them, and that's very successful for me. I start all my tomatoes that way. I started watermelon that way. I started pumpkins that way, and I started a lot of herbs that way, and I was very successful with those. So think about trying that. I just used big gallon milk jugs. Actually, I used small ones too, and that helped a lot. You want to keep it in, you know, above freezing temperatures. Follow your instructions because each seed is different. Like I said, look it up. Do what you've got to do. If I learn something, I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you. Because learning the cold stratification was amazing. And I didn't know that that was important for lavender. I did know it was important for some of the other stuff as well. So, I'm going to let you guys go. Collect your seeds. Use what you know. Research often. Go build something fun. And we'll see you again tomorrow. You have a great day.